Roy asks, when using the Ken Burns effect, can it be switched from landscape to portrait, and if so, how? Alternately, can you demonstrate using keyframing instead? The answer is the Ken Burns effect will work easily when the aspect ratio of the image and the aspect ratio of the project are the same. For instance, a vertical image in a vertical project or a horizontal image in a horizontal project. Where it gets really problematic is when the format of the picture does not match the format of the project, and there, depending upon how mismatched they are, it may be easier to work with keyframes. Let me show you both. Here's an example. I'm in a vertical project and I've got a vertical clip. What I want to do is apply the Ken Burns effect, so I start full screen and I zoom in and I just see her. How do we do that? So we select the clip, we go up to crop, and we switch this from trim to Ken Burns, and then click this icon so I can see the Ken Burns controls. The way the Ken Burns controls work is the green indicates the starting position and the red indicates the ending position. I want to flip these around, so I'm going to click here, and now I've got the full screen image is where we start, and the red indicates where we end. Ken Burns always starts at the first frame and ends at the last frame. So I'm going to put the playhead on the last frame and grab the red here like this. And let's just say we're going to end it right there. Okay? So I can switch between the start to finish position by clicking this button. And now that I've got that done, let's go back to the beginning, click done, and watch it. Now the zoom in has already started, but because she's moving and because it's a longer shot, you don't notice the movement right away. So the camera itself originally was holding still, but we're zooming in to this shot right here. Done. And it works fine. It's very smooth. It's very clean. The only limitations to Ken Burns is it has to start on frame 1 and it has to end at the last frame. Well, what happens if that's not my situation? This is what it looks like if I try to add a vertical image into a horizontal, whatever this is called, project. Ugly, ugly, ugly. We got real problems here. So how do we fix that? First thing that you do is you select the image and you change spatial conform from fit or fill, defaults to fit, to none. This means the image is imported at 100% size, so you've got complete control over scaling and position. Clearly the image is too big, so I'm going to scale this back by dragging, scaling until I find something. Okay, let's get it to fill the frame, and let's just have it start right about there. Okay, cool. That's a nice place to start. Do I want to move right or left? No, I want to leave it right like that. So that's my starting position, but I don't want to start the first frame. I want it to start about 1 second in. So let's just put my playhead 1 second in. We'll mark that so we can see it. And I'm going to set a keyframe for position by clicking here. The gold indicates a keyframe exists, and scale. There. Then I go to the end. Here's a cool trick, by the way. Go to the end by pressing the end key, type -30, enter. Don't do that to me. -30, enter. All right. Make a liar out of me. I should be able to move the playhead by typing in a number, but I'll just move the playhead to 9 seconds in. So 10-second clip. Set another marker just because we can. And now I want to set the ending position. Because I've already set keyframes on those two positions, that starting position, keyframes will be set automatically as I create additional changes to those parameters that I've already keyframed. So we'll end up, let's end up right about there. Okay, great. So now when I play this back, it's going to start on a still frame, wait a second, and it's going to start to move. And it's zooming in. We can see it zooming in on the right. We can see the position change and it holds, but notice how it comes in for a landing. It sort of scoops up and scoots back. It drives me completely nuts. It's been that way for a long time inside Final Cut. So how do we fix it? We fix it this way. Select the clip, and I'm going to just land on that last set of keyframes right there. And we're going to turn the transform button on so it's blue. And now if you look really closely right here, you'll see, I'm going to just twirl this over so you can see it better. Right there. See that chevron? That chevron means that's the keyframe. Control click or right mouse click on it and switch it from smooth, which is giving us that ease in, ease out swoopy feeling, to linear. Then we're going to make this smaller so I can see the other keyframe. Right mouse click on this keyframe and set it to linear. Now to see the keyframes, you've got to have this symbol be blue, or if you're doing cropping, this symbol be blue. So now we'll say fit to window, go back to beginning, and play it. Now it starts with a bit of a jerk, which means you might want to have the motion start when you come to it. But notice how it comes in for a nice landing right there without all that swoopiness going on. Can we do Ken Burns effect? Yes, when the aspect ratio of the image or the video matches the aspect ratio of the sequence. Can we do keyframing? Yes, absolutely. By setting the image to none inside spatial conforms, you see it at 100%, then you can scale and position it as you find necessary. This was an excerpt of a recent Power Up webinar called Ask Larry Anything. For the complete version of this online training, please visit my store at larryjordan.com/store and look for Webinar 376. By the way, when you need to stretch your training dollars, membership in our video training library saves you money and time. You can access all our videos for a low monthly price of only $19.99. That's almost 2,000 movies, hundreds of hours on a wide variety of subjects. Plus, premium members can download practice media and projects. Our training covers a variety of software, and we update it multiple times each month. For more information, visit larryjordan.com/membership. And thanks